Oh. Yep, it worked. Just quickly go into the first map then. It's Osu_FL4T. Oh my god, 4-digit MWC in the chat.
Holy shit!
It's okay.
Holy shit!
Everything that happens before the announcement
Holy
is
shit!
Everything that happens before the announcement
Holy
is
shit!
everything that happens before the announcement
Holy
is
shit!
everything that happens before the announcement
Holy
is
shit!
it works. Is the audio working? Oh wait, so you've the Osu audio is not playing though, isn't it? Oh, it is. Never mind. I just couldn't hear anything before. Okay, so everything's working. Let me just send the announcement. Yep, that's fine. We'll tell you when to change map and all that. Well, for now, we'll just wait for a few people to join if they want. Well, everyone's coming in. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the extremely not scuffed stream. We are perfectly on time.
Perfectly on time.
Yep, definitely.
I think the proper term is fashionably late.
Yep. No, we're fine. So this is yep. So we're gonna get into the showcase very soon. Is like we'll just wait a couple minutes for people to get the ping and get in. But yeah, so we might as well get into stage 1 now. Let's go. Stage 1 is going to be the SV stage of the pool, which is very epic. Yeah, mapped by Nova. So this is something that is probably going to scare a lot of people, because SV with flashlight is going to be very scary. Just as a note, you do have to play these with flashlight, but the replays are not with flashlight, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see the map. So that was just that's just for ease of visuals for this stream. If you want for the future streams, we can put flashlight on the replays. That's perfectly fine too. Yep, so this is an SV map. It has, it's actually going to be, I think, quite difficult for a lot of people, especially for people who aren't very experienced with flashlight. But overall, it has a kind of mix of these like teleporty jump patterns and a little bit of slow jam at the start and the end of the map. So overall, it is pretty readable with flashlight, which should be fine for the most part. But I expect there to be a lot of struggles. In particular with the ACK, I think it's quite difficult to ACK some of the sections, especially. This is just about 2 minutes, if I remember correctly. So it's not too long. It's kind of like the average length. But I find with no mod, in terms of no mod difficulty, this is probably easier than most that I've played. Or easier than at least the soft ones in the past. But with Flashlight, personally, I find it about the same difficulty as playing other soft SV maps. So this outro slow jam at the end there was probably going to be the part that kills a lot of players' act as well, because slow jam with Flashlight is very rough. So anyway, that's going to be stage 1, Supreme Victory. Now we're going to move over to the stage 2, which is mapped by Loha Warp. Yep. So we got another stage here. And this is going to be this is the easiest map in the pool by far. And it's more of like an act test, in a way. So this is a bit of a breather map. Whereas stage 1 was kind of the just throw everything at you and die. So this is mostly going to be a jack map, but not too fast. It ends up being about 3 stars, just over 3 stars in difficulty. And like 105 BPM jacks. So overall, it's really simple, kind of like a basic ACK map that you would expect, except with Flashlight, everything, obviously people are going to struggle a bit more with the accuracy, which I think is one of the hardest skills to really practice with your ACK. The OD for this is OD 8.5 as well. And this one's another kind of short map. This is another 2-minute map. Yep, so nothing really in particular to note that's like overly tricky about the map. There are some parts where the density increases slightly, but overall the main focus is definitely going to be on just the accuracy for the vast majority of players. So that's really what it's trying to test. And as we're moving on, now we have stage 3, which is kind of fun. Not gonna lie, this is gonna be Challenger by Juan Crystal. Dragged out of retirement by me. And we are going to go ahead with this replay. This one is more of a longer map. The other 2 maps were 2 minutes long. This is about 3 minutes long. And it's a really good song, which kind of makes it fine. But the map itself is actually, I personally think it's actually quite challenging, even if it were to be no mod in a qualifier. So I feel like a lot of people are going to end up struggling a little bit with this.
I mean, when it just so happened that I tried to play this earlier, the chart just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
The patterns are pretty irregular, but like trying to not choke is going to be the main goal here.
It's very chokeable, yeah. There's a lot of points where I think misses are definitely possible, especially the parts with the high density. With flashlight is going to be harder to read.
I think I remember hitting a 99 on flashlight last night, but then I ended the play immediately after like missing around 20 seconds left in the chart, which was pretty heartbreaking.
Yeah, it does drag on quite a long time.
Yeah,
but overall, if you're able to get the releases down, like the timing, I think it ends up being fine. Like the major thing is just the accuracy, whether you're able to play these. Some of these releases are pretty tricky. I think my personal score with flashlight on sight read was 970 with one miss. But I think overall it's about the same. It's a similar difficulty as what you would expect normally in a lot of stage 3s. Obviously the flashlight is what's really going to make this harder than most other qualifiers. And yeah, this map is actually not even 3 stars. This is like 2.8 stars. But it is so hard for 2.8 stars. I have no idea how one does it. Yeah, I remember the other day one actually he just sent me a screenshot of this map. Before he sent me the map, he's just sent a screenshot of a score that he got with like 6 misses. I was getting really nervous about it. But anyway, that's more of a difficult chart in the stages. And then the last map we have now, stage 4, is a map by How to Play LN, which is going to be the more physical focus, physical in both Rice and LN.
Disclaimer: I never got to S this ever.
Yeah, this is quite difficult compared to the other ones, physically especially. Played by How to Play FL, of course. But this is yeah. While the other maps were more testing, like the SV map tested the reading. The stage 2 tested accuracy, stage 3 tested more of the density reading and release accuracy. This is more just like, can you play hard maps with flashlight? And the start is pretty tame. These LN releases are not too bad, but I feel like they're definitely possible to mess up and get some 200s. Most of the difficulty, personally, I feel comes from the Rice and the physical ability that comes later, especially when the drop hits. And this is also another pretty long one. This is at 3 minutes as well, just over 3 minutes, I think. Yeah, a lot of mini jacks at the start. Just at this first kind of initial section. And now we're getting into more of the streams. Well, like burst stream kind of patterns. And we can see the difficulty of the chart really goes up in this intense section. The text streams, yeah. And if you can read flashlight to some, like, I would say for this map, even how well you can read flashlight is less of a factor in this, as you're just kind of normal ability, like higher end ability. So if you're just like, you know, good at the game, at the like mid-level to high level, then this is gonna be much more doable, even with the flashlight. Yeah, and this is also another underrated one. This is only 4 stars. So, a lot of underrated maps coming in. Actually, I'm pretty sure every single map in this, except for Stage 2, is underrated. In terms of star rating. Yeah, the average is about 2 minutes and... I want to say like 2 minutes and 40 seconds average across the 4. Because I think there's like 2-minute maps, 2, 3, just over 3-minute maps. So it ends up being about 2 minutes 40 on average, which isn't too bad. But with the ones that are long being the hard ones, are definitely going to trip some people up. But anyway, those are going to be the 4 qualifier maps. I'll send a link out soon, an announcement for the 4 qualifier maps, and we'll also get the schedule released as soon as we can. Actually, Logan has been posting the links in the chat because he's found them uploaded. Thanks, Logan. But anyway, that's going to be it for the Mappool showcase today. We will see you again next week when we're hopefully going to be streaming some of the qualifier lobbies and also the group's stage, Mappool showcase, and drawings. So thank you everyone for coming. Stay tuned for the announcements that are going to happen very soon.